Is doing this is very important in reference to the party gathering that was at my apartment in California like 20 some odd 20 what, 25 years 24 years ago or 25 years ago, where Diane had faked her fall. Now I don't know if she was holding on to $1 million from Duke Farms or not, but and I guess Duke Farms had told her who I am, and people in Hollywood told her who my parents are, and things like that. But somebody had tried to say that she was involved in somebody, or she herself was holding on to $1 million from Duke Farms, and that she faked a fall at my apartment to try to frame me to steal the $1 million or something, or she was working with somebody else that had been in possession of over $1 million from one of my mother or father's companies that she was supposed to give to me, but she never gave me the money. I'm not sure if that's true or not, so somebody needs to look that up. But the cosmetic company, or whoever the people was that painted her up, that made her look like she had two black eyes, nothing happened to her to have two black eyes that day or night. She fell down on her chubby kneecaps and she faked something, and she faked her fall, and we need to know the name of the cosmetic products that she used to paint herself up to make herself look like she had black eyes. And then she's trying to fool everybody at Mel's Drive-In. Now, you know, Frank Sinatra has been involved in that shit. When I've had girlfriends, Frank Sinatra had contact with a lot of my girlfriends. And he was trying to make up domestic activities, or he was trying to make up domestic violence or something. He's done that with several different girlfriends that I've had. And Frank and his people was trying to cover up that he was possibly involved in the murder of my mother, when Frank would trespass on my mother's property. So that information is very important. In reference to any person that ever called me violent, those people have to go to court. And look at every girlfriend that I have had, or every female friend that I've had, that Frank Sinatra had been in contact with. Because he was involved in holding me hostage, and he was the one that had demanded ransom money from my mother back in the 80s, him and his government people. And he'd even told my mother that she would never see her son alive again, is what he told my mother in reference to him holding me hostage. We want that time and date published in the media too, and we want to know which makeup artist had painted up Diane Armadillo's face and made her look like she had two black eyes, or she had a nose job or something. So whatever it is, they need to know which people Frank Sinatra had been in contact with, and which person painted up Diane Armadillo's face to make it look like she had two black eyes. She didn't fall down to have two black eyes. There was nothing in reference to her fall that would make her look like she'd have any result of two black eyes. But she had makeup on her face like she had two black eyes at Mel's Drive-In. So all that information needs to be looked at, and they need to know the name of the cosmetic products she was using to make herself look like she had black eyes, or which makeup artist had painted her up. And they need to know how many meetings Diane Armadillo had with Frank Sinatra, or any of Frank Sinatra's friends in Hollywood. And there has to be more investigations against them and the satellite controllers that have been burning me and hitting